probably something that you would have never expected to see on this channel, and that is a Kylie Jenner makeup review. Obviously with this brand being Kylie Jenner, it has blown up. I'm sure you've all seen tons of videos regarding the products. I've seen lots of positive and negative reviews, so I really wanted to just buy a couple of products to form my own opinions on. One of the reasons why Kylie got my purchase on the day that she did is because I love a bargain, and it was free shipping, and you also got a free Kylie Majesty lipstick, so perfect time to buy some products. I am going to be doing this review and demo wearing this lace front because, you know, Kylie Jenner started wigs. The product that really caught my eye and that I wanted pretty much as soon as I saw it is the Burgundy Eyeshadow palette. If you're into warm neutrals, you're going to be all over this palette like a wet flannel. It is insane. So it comes in this cute Kylie packaging with her eyes on the front, and then it's got kind of like a rose gold metallic kind of trim to it. So this is what the front of the palette looks like. It has these metallic drips coming from her eyes, and then on the back there's like a metallic strip, and it tells you all the names of the eyeshadows, and then also has her signature on top as well. Dun dun dun! When you open up the palette, there's the Kylie logo on here, and a point that everyone's been raising is there's no mirror. Personally, it doesn't bother me that there's no mirror because I would never hold my palette up and do my makeup in it anyway. It's just not how I get ready, so it doesn't really bother me, but I can see where people are coming from. For the price, I think it's like $42, there should really be a mirror in here. So in the palette there's 5 matte shades and 4 kind of metallic shimmers. I would say that one's a little bit more of a shimmer, and the rest are kind of like almost virgin on foils. As well as the palette, I did order a lip kit. I thought, well, why not? I'm already ordering, may as well. I got the lip kit in pumpkin, and it's really cute because the colour of the lip is the design on the packaging, which I think is really cute. So in the lip kits, I'm sure you already know by now, you get a liquid lip and a pencil. So that is the liquid lip, and that is the pencil. At the time that I ordered, there was a deal on, and you did get a free Kylie Majesty lipstick with every order. This is what the packaging for the singles looks like. On Kylie's website now, I do know that you can buy a lot of the lipsticks single without the lip liner, so you don't have to buy lip kits for every lipstick that you want. So this is Kylie Majesty, and it's like a metallic black matte lipstick, but it's shimmery, and it has kind of like silver gunmetal kind of flecks of glitter in there. In the box that everything came in was this cute little hologram eye postcard thing. On the back it's got a little note, and I know this note obviously isn't personalised to you, but it is a nice touch because it does make you feel like it is to you, even though you know it's not. Does that make sense? The first shade I'm going to be using from the palette is called Beach, and I'm just blending that into the crease. As you can see right away, there's a lot of pigment in there, and they just blend out really, really nice. I'm going to blend that up towards the brow bone using Penny because that's the lightest shade in this palette. Even though it's the lightest shade, I think it's a little bit too dark for an underbrow highlight for me. If you've got a tan or you wear fake tan, I think it'd be perfect, but if you have really, really pale skin, it's not going to be a great colour for under the brow. I'm going to leave directly under my brow just plain, and then just kind of smoke out the crease colour with this colour. I'm going to bring that quite high up though because I want this to be a really big blown out smoky eye. Next I'm going in with the shade Naked. I'm just kind of putting this in the outer corner of my eye and kind of blending it through the crease. And literally the pigment is just so good. These shadows honestly blend out like a dream. Going back in with my fluffier blending brush just to kind of really buff that out. I'm now going in with the shade in Burgundy. I'm just pushing that through the crease again. Basically I'm just doing a warm smoky eye that has like a build up and intensity of colour. Okay guys, these shades are just blending out so easy. They just feel so buttery pigment is there. Like, honestly, I am really impressed with this palette. I'm going to put a lot of burgundy on the outer corner. And also a little bit onto my lid as well. And then again, just kind of blending that through with this brush. On the outer corner, I'm going to add a little bit of the shade Almond. On my lid, I'm going to be using the shade in Dubai. You can see how easy the shadows go on as well. Like, I haven't wet my brush or anything, and the colour is pretty intense. Because I like intense, we all know that. I'm going to wet my brush and see how they look once they're wet. To wet my brush, I'm just using the NYX Matte Setting Spray. Oh my god. These have just gone into like next level foil territory. For a more subtle look, you can use your brush dry, but if you want that really intense foiled look, then wetting the brush definitely does achieve that. Where I've put the burgundy shade, I'm going to go over it with the shade LA. This colour is so pretty. To merge the gold and the burgundy shade together, I'm going to use this darker bronzy shade, which is New York. I'm basically just trying to use all the shades in this review. So now I've kind of finished with the top of my eyes. I'm going to do my lashes and liner off camera, and then we'll smoke out underneath my eyes. In the corner of my lower lash line, I'm going to use this dark shade in Brick. I'm just kind of lining my lower lash line with this. I'm going to go back in to blend that out with Burgundy, and I'm blending out Burgundy under my eyeliner as well. I'm then blending all that out with the shade in Naked. Then going back in with Penny, I'm going to kind of highlight the inner corner of my eye. Popping a little bit of Dubai in there as well. I've pretty much done with my eyes, but at the minute I don't like leaving my waterline like naked and nude skin colour. So I'm going to use this saturated colour pencil in the shade Melon. I think this is going to be perfect as well because I'm going to be applying the Pumpkin Lip Kit. So kind of an orange waterline and orange lip will go really nice together. Do you see the difference? Like, now I've lined the waterline of this one, it just brings all the eye together. Now I've done with the eyes, I'm going to be moving on to lips. So I'm going to be using the Kylie Lip Kit in Pumpkin. I'm going to apply the liner first and then the liquid lip after. This is really petty, but as this is a review, I feel like I should be 100% honest about everything. The only thing that I don't like about this lip kit is that the lid on the pencil just literally falls off. I know that's petty, but if I was traveling with this, it would mess up all the liner because the lid's just gonna fall off straight away. Usually I would never use a liner with a liquid lip, but since I have owned this lip kit, I have noticed that it kind of does make a bit of a difference. I'm really liking it, to be honest. So thanks Kylie for bringing this out with a liquid lipstick, because there's not really any need to wear one, but I think it does look a little bit better. It definitely helps you get a better shape of your lips anyway. It does say on the box for the lip kits that it's best to apply the pencil all over, but I'm not going to apply it all over because I want you to see how full coverage the lipstick actually is on its own. And like I said, the liner is not necessarily needed. I'm just going to fill in the corners of my mouth. It's kind of like contouring for your lips. If your lips are darker in the corners and lighter in the centre, it's going to make them look fuller. So now I'm moving on to the liquid lip. First thing I want to talk about is the smell of these liquid lipsticks. I personally think it is really, really nice. It just smells kind of like ice cream, candy, that kind of smell. It is quite strong. I've noticed in a few of Jeffree Star's reviews on Kylie Cosmetics, it does bring up the smell quite a lot. And there is one thing that I do want to say. It is the exact same smell as Breakfast at Tiffany's. So if you own Breakfast at Tiffany's and you already know the smell of that, it is honestly the exact same smell. Like, this shade and these smell 100% like the exact same. So I'm just filling in my lips, and you can see already that the coverage is really there. It's just kind of like one swipe coverage. One thing I do really like about this liquid lip is that it dries really fast, and I've seen a lot of people saying that the lipsticks feel really dry on the lips. and I honestly don't think they do. This liquid lipstick is super lightweight. I don't really feel like I've got anything on at all. I am so surprised with the quality of these products. I am hands down pleasantly surprised and super impressed. With the pumpkin shade, I feel like if you didn't have a liner, you wouldn't need one. It really is like one swipe coverage. I really do like the fact that it comes with the liner because I feel like it's easier to get your lips a neater shape. But honestly, with this shade, you wouldn't need to wear liner with it. It is just really good on its own. That being said, this shade in Kylie Majesty definitely needs a liner or maybe even another lipstick underneath. It's a really nice colour, but I feel like it's more of a metallic lip topper than an actual liquid to matte. When I put it on, it is really streaky and kind of patchy, and the more I try and fill it in, the more it looks streaky. But it is really nice. I wore this over the top of Jeffree Star's Weirdo and it just looked amazing. NYX actually sell a black lip liner now. If you don't have a black lip liner, which I'm sure not many of you will have, you'll probably have a black eyeliner pencil, which would be perfect to put this over. Just perfect. Can you see what I mean? It just is a little bit streaky and takes a bit of building. It's a really nice black, almost like gunmetal metallic. It is really nice and I am really happy that I own it. But as I say, you will need to wear liner. So final thoughts. I definitely feel like 2016 has been all about realising stuff.
We're all just like realising things.
So me and everyone around me, we're all just like
realising stuff.
And I've realised that this makeup brand is actually really good. I definitely think this palette is worth the money. I would 100% buy it again. The only shade that I'm not like blown away by is this one, and that's because I think it's designed to be like an underbrow highlight, but for me, as I said earlier, I'm too pale for that, so it will make a nice shimmer eyeshadow for me, but in this palette I don't feel like there's anything that for my skin tone I can highlight underneath the brow bone with. I'd say, to be honest, that's my only flaw with this palette. The colours are perfect, but I just wish it had like one more row of like lighter tones. Like maybe like a cream or like a pearly beige colour or like a light peach. Just something that I could use under the brow bone or just all over the lid. I definitely feel that it is a more expensive palette, but I do also think it's really worth it. Because these are shades that I know that I'll be wearing all the time, I can see this being a go-to palette for me personally. If you're really loving this kind of warm neutral eye but you don't want to spend that much money on one palette, I definitely think a really good alternative is the NYX Warm Neutrals palette. As you can see, they've both got really similar tones in them. I'd say the only thing that the Kylie palette has that the NYX one doesn't is this middle kind of raspberry burgundy shade, because the Warm Neutrals palette doesn't have that, but it pretty much has everything else, and it even has those like shimmer foils. I do prefer the shimmered foils that are in the Kylie palette, but you can get a really similar look by wetting your brush and using the Warm Ultimates palette. And from a price point, this is $33, this is $16. So if you're really after that Warm Neutrals look but you don't want to splash out, I would go for the NYX palette. But if you're a fan of the Kardashians and you just really want this palette, I would definitely buy it. I 100% think it's worth the money. I'm also in love with the lip kit that I purchased, and I would definitely buy another lip kit again. So that's pretty much it for this Kylie Cosmetics review. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!